What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today we are talking about Siren Queen by Nghi Vo. I remember when I saw this book for the first time because my cousin actually pointed it out to me, and she's not really one for like those dark and mysterious kind of like sexy stories. So I was like, okay, like this looks pretty interesting. This book takes place in the golden age of Hollywood, and we are following kind of these girls who are on the fringes of society. Our main character, Lu Li, is Asian American, and she wants desperately to become a star. Now, what caught me off guard by this book is it's fantasy in a way, but the magic system has no rules. It is not clear cut. It was a little bit odd because you'd almost forget that like we were living in a fantasy world where there is magic, there's these weird creatures, and then when it would appear again, it was almost jarring, and I did find myself wishing that either that had been completely omitted or it had been leaned into more, because as it was, it felt a little bit strange. Overall, I was really intrigued by Lu Li's story and just her desperate desire to be a star and seeing her life within this lens, within this time period of Hollywood. But again, I do kind of wish that it was just more straightforward, like more of a historical retelling or a contemporary style story than fantasy, because her story on its own is, you know, has enough tension, is very like tumultuous, is, you know, very like scary to see like a lot of her hardships, because she's growing up not just as an Asian American woman, but also as a queer woman within this society. She is very much othered by all of these people, by this industry, and that to me was enough. So then to add on the fact that there are these monsters and like things like that, it just felt a little bit strange. Calling this book the Siren Queen, it makes sense when you realize that like what makes Lu Li famous is that she is the monster in a monster movie. Like she plays a siren in these movies, and that was really cool. So like she is the queen of like playing these monsters, because when she decides that she wants to be a star, when she's getting signed with these people, she says, you know, like, I don't want to do funny accents. I don't want to be a wilting flower. I don't want to be a maid. Like, I want to be something like glamorous, something amazing. And so they make her into a monster. And that idea, again, was really cool, but I feel like a lot of it just gets buried within this weird realism that is slipped into this story. There's a lot of interesting things with Lu Li and like abandoning her family and stealing things that aren't hers to have. And when that comes back later, I kept expecting there to be like more of a reckoning, like more talk about it. But overall, I feel like this book just didn't really make a ton of waves. It had a lot of really cool ideas, but the execution itself just didn't really do a lot for me. I've never read anything else by Nghi Vo, but from looking on Goodreads, apparently like she does have like a pretty big fan base. Like people do really love her books. So I'd be willing to check out other stuff by her. But I will say, having read Siren Queen, like it doesn't really make me eager to read more books from her. I do think her main character, like with Lu Li, was like really stunning. Like she wrote a character who was very unapologetically like in it for herself, very selfish, like wanting to become a star, not caring who she has to step on in order to get there. And of course, like the lesbian story as well, like seeing her love and how she grows was really fascinating. But again, it just didn't really move me in a way that I was really hoping it would. And overall, it just felt very blah to me. So I am giving this book a C-. I haven't completely written off Nghi Vo, but I'm not exactly eager to read anything else by her either. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit the like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe to Top Books with me every week. That's everything I got for today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.